Igbos break up, they will suffer because they don't have enough land, says Emir of Agungu. Alhaji Samelia Mohammed Mera is the Emir of Agungu, a first-class monarch in Kebbi State and foremost traditional ruler in Nigeria. In this exclusive interview conducted by Olanrewaju Lawal of The Sun Nigeria, warned that Nigeria risks another devastating civil war if the cause for the country's breakup are not halted. He said the nation is better off as one entity. He said, whatever restructuring would take place in this country, my sincere advice is that we are better off to remain one Nigeria than divided into pieces. I keep on telling my friends in the southeast, south-south regions of Nigeria that it will be a sad day for me whenever any one of them would have to collect visa before they come visit me. There is strength in number, unity. We are over 150 million people now in terms of our population, and there was a forecast that before end of this century, Nigeria's population would exceed 300 million, making us the most populous nation behind China and India. If you look around the world today, the most successful nations are those with highest population. Like I said, our problem is that we are not patient with our leaders. Just imagine if Igbo break up. How many land space do they have? The same thing with Yoruba, the same thing with us in the northern region. Every part of this country has something to offer to other regions. We are better the way we are now. Whatever our grievances are, let us embrace dialogue and address our differences. Whenever I hear our people are agitating for Biafra here, another region calling for breakup, I feel sad. We must not forget what happened to Albania, Yugoslavia, and others when they separated into 7 nations. Their country was the most vibrant nation in Europe in terms of economy. But today, they are small nations with inadequate resources to cater for their citizens. This should be a big lesson to us. If we break up, all of us would suffer for it because we have many ethnic groups and tribes across the country. If we were separated today, each of these ethnic groups would start rising against each other, waging supremacy war. May God forbid that would be the beginning of civil war. Instead, we should continue to pray for our leaders, unite for the country's survival and development. Speaking on how to put an end the agitations in Nigeria, the monarch said, we need to fully tap our potential. We were made to understand that Zamfara State is the richest state in Nigeria in terms of gold deposits. Have we fully utilized this potential? Also, Kebbi State is blessed with gold and other mineral resources. In fact, each state across Nigeria has 2 or more natural resources that could change the economy of this country for better. We were also told that there are large deposits of gas in the northeast. Let us bring all these potentials out, utilize them, and I am optimistic that all these threats of breaking away, restructuring, and others would be history in our country. So guys, like they always say, that everyone is entitled to his or her own opinion. You are entitled to your opinion, and I think this monarch too is entitled to his own opinion as well. Like he said, that there is strength in our, our being together, in our population. There is strength in it. That if there is breakup, that mostly people who are agitating, who are the people agitating for breakup and separation, is the Biafra, that they don't have land, that if they don't, because they don't have enough land, that they will suffer. Okay, let's say we have the land, with the land from the southwest and all over, in Nigeria. What have we been able to achieve? It's not as if somebody is saying, okay, there should be breakup. Something led to something, and now at the end of the day, they will be bringing the blame back to the people. He said people are not patient with the leaders enough. How many leaders have we gotten since independence up to today? Tell me, a child of 59 years, 60 years, will still be crawling? Will still be trying to get up to start to learn how to walk? How can that be? That is the situation of Nigeria, that up to this moment, we are still on the floor. We have not even started crawling. We are just sitting down. A child will sit down by start crawling, by then it will start to hold something to get to set to start to know how to walk, learning how to walk. But in our case as a country, we are just sitting down there, like I always say, moving around circles. People who have been leading us before now, every one of them coming to take turn. Nobody is ready to do anything. And one thing is that it's like this is conspiracy. This conspiracy that, okay, you just go and do your own. It is another people's turn. Once you are done with yours, will come. They all work together, most especially all the leaders across the country. Across the country. If people are complaining about the North cannot do anything without the support of the Southeast, support of the Southwest and South-South. All the leaders, they work together. You can imagine what is happening in the Southeast. You can imagine the people are separated from their leaders. Who are the leaders? The leaders are the politicians who are representing. But once they get there, they go there to do something different. They just want, okay, let the presidency come to Igbos. And that is when they will think that they have done well. The issue is that when you go to the South too, the same thing. We have people who have really positioned themselves, who are working against their own people. Go to the South, the same thing. So all these people, they are together working in their own interest, not in the interest of the masses. So once they are eating, they will be the one. Like this monarch that is even talking, this Emir. These are the same people, because most of those people, they are really under government's payroll. That is just the way it is. So the money is always coming every month. So they will not see anything wrong in that. They don't know what people are going through on the streets. So these are the people who will be saying, oh, let there be one Nigeria, let there be one Nigeria. Like now, I said, if we are to go by what we have now, since independence, why have we not made progress? We have not made progress because we have a principalities and powers in human forms who are making sure, who are bent on that Nigeria will not move forward, that the masses of Nigeria will not get the dividends of democracy. But they themselves at that level, they are okay, they are enjoying. They can come out and be telling you one Nigeria, one Nigeria. But they don't even care about the people. They will be telling you that the people are not patient enough. For how long? A child that was born in 1960, do you know that that child now is now a great-grandmother or a great-grandfather? And people then have been complaining. Let's just even take it from that side. From that time, they have been complaining up to today. Somebody who is a grandmother, grandfather, or great-grandmother, now up to now, complaining that time. Now, the great-grandchildren are still complaining. And those who are in the... those who are rich are getting richer. The poor are getting poorer. Since then to date, nobody is doing anything. And they don't want you to talk. They don't want you to say anything. Oh, Ike, in our togetherness, what have we achieved? Why should we wait for that long time? Wait for that long time. Wait for eternity. Nothing has happened. We've not achieved anything. You can imagine up to this time, we don't have modern day infrastructure. We don't have what it takes that people will say, no, I want to go to Nigeria. I want to go to Nigeria. We're not talking of people who are really doing business at that high level, because they know that, once you want to come to that country, it's irregularity. If you can play along with them. But we are talking of people who can just wake up, on tourism level, they want to go to Nigeria. No, everybody will be afraid. I've heard about Nigeria. I learned that Nigeria is not safe. That is what you hear from foreigners. And that is where a lot of other countries are making money. They make money through tourism because they know that the place is safe. But can we say the same thing, with our own country? No. But these people will be telling you, oh, you need, like now, be praying. That is what he's saying. Just be praying. Just be praying. And who told him that smaller countries are not making it? Why can't they make references to countries that are making it? Go to Europe, countries that are far, far better than Nigeria, that has millions of people, that have that land, in surplus. What have we been able to do? We are not. I was even telling somebody that, there's a difference between you are working towards something. If you are working towards something, at least there is that hope that, okay, you will get there because you've already started the journey. But in our case, we are not even ready to start anything. We are not ready to start anything. So how do you expect to move to that higher height? Where are you going to since you have not even started the race, you have not even started moving your step, and you are talking of going somewhere. It's not possible. We are not even ready. We are not even thinking in that direction of how to move forward, or not to talk of we are working towards it. So people who always talk about one Nigeria, because they are getting their own share of what the country is generating. They are getting their own share. And I would like to be corrected if that is not the situation. So they can come up and tell you. No politician will tell you, oh, we should go a separate way, this and that. The ones who are even agitating, most of them are looking for power. Look at them thoroughly, because maybe they've not been able to get one position at that center. They are agitating for all manner of things. We have few people like that who still, who are genuine, but majority of them are not genuine. So you talk about, they are not like this particular Emir from Kebbi. They don't talk about restructuring, they don't want to hear it. Talk about a breakup, no, they don't want to hear it. Talk about how Nigeria will work better. They will not even profile solution. They will just tell you that you need to be patient, that the government is not magician. You need to be patient, or better still, be praying. Just be praying. Once you are, just be praying. Anytime the prayer works, fine. But it doesn't work that way. Faith without work is dead. There is no action. You are just praying. God doesn't work that way. The steps, the things that you need to do, you are not doing them. You are just praying. Instead of you to go to work, you don't want to work. You are talking of how you are going to be fed. How do you get fed when you don't work? When you work, you get money to buy you get money to buy food for what, or, for what you want to eat. But you are not working. You are just praying. How will that come? You are just faithing it. Oh, you have faith that money will come. How is it going to come? So they think that God just works like that. You are not even putting any effort, making any effort. You are just praying. It doesn't work that way. And those are the things that they are using to deceive the gullibles. Just be praying. Be praying for your leaders. You are not patient enough. You need to be tolerant. That is their language. That is what you are going to be hearing from them from time to time. Like, if some people leave the country, they are going to suffer. Who told you? We have countries that are not up to Nigeria. Countries that are, 2 million, 5 million, 10 million, 7 million. They are doing tremendous things. People, they want to be referring to those countries that have problems. What of the ones that are up and doing, that are up there? Why can't you relate to those people? Who told you that those ones that they are using as an example, that if Nigeria should be divided now, that they will go in the line of those who have failed? Who told him that? Someone says, at your age, you can't say the truth. What makes us one Nigeria? What can the Igbos boast of as part of Nigeria? We know where we are coming from, and also know where we are going to. With God on our side, we will get there. Biafra is in the heart of every Igbo son and daughter. Okay? Someone say, how big is the territory of Israel? I think this is a big lie from the pit of hell. Biafra will even feed Nigeria. We know all these things, and we still want to go our way. If Anambra State is the only land we have, we like it so. We just want to be on our own. If we kill ourselves finish, it's none of anybody's business. You people should just tell the British to let us go, because they are the one that are still holding us in Nigeria. Someone say, who is not patient with these leaders? The North or who? When the North in power is not performing, you ask for patience. But when others are doing the right thing that will bring progress to the nation, you create insurgency of any kind of to grab power. You lack the wisdom to administer. You deceive people by claiming you love the unity of this country, but your actions always betray your small screen statement. Nigeria is better united when the North dominates and dictate for other tribes. Why is it that every offices in the government are headed by northern Muslims, and you preach united Nigeria when none of you has said anything about political exclusions of other tribes? What is wrong with these Yoruba journalists that always grant these wicked men interviews to always come and gloat over their population and landmass, as if population without productivity will bring them to Eldorado? Then what is your business about it? Someone said, I don't know why all these Fulani people are begging Igbo Igbos for unity. Let Biafrans be on their own for God's sake. Enough of this begging from Amajiris. So guys, I would like to hear from you what you think about what this Emir said, that if the Igbos should leave or if there should be breakup, that Igbos will suffer because they don't have enough land. Do you really agree with that? Leave your comments below in the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye.